let's see. I think we're going to blow right through the intermission and just keep playing. I'll tell you. So here's, I think, right? We're just going to. All right, there it was. That was the intermission right there, right? We didn't blow through it. We just.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Sounds like we're ready.
All right, cool.
Okay. So welcome everybody to the Exchange on Main Street in beautiful Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania.
Woo!
Think of that for just a moment. So thank you all for coming out. We are here to celebrate the release of a brand new album, the 4th album by a math professor from Bloomsburg University. We believe this is the first time any math professor at Bloomsburg has released a 4th album. So you are here for a... You're not going to tell me I'm wrong, right? No?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
All right.
I wouldn't at this moment. This would be a bad moment. Right? You're right. I'll tell you later.
Just pull the plug. All right. So anyway, we are very glad that you were here. We are very glad that you are here watching us. Just a quick word about the show in the gallery right now that all of you, I hope, are enjoying. It is called Creatures and Critters. It is work by more than 35 artists from 7 Pennsylvania counties, work inspired by animals real and imagined. So while you're here, we hope you enjoy. The next show that goes up this weekend is called UFO's Unfinished Objects. So we'll see what we get. And now we have actually finished the 4th album by that math professor, Paul Loomis and Warm Light.
Thanks, everybody. This is the part where I'm going to talk for like 15 minutes while I'm playing the first chord from the song. I'm going to tell you, so what we're going to do tonight, this album has 10 songs on it, right? We're going to play those 10 songs in order with roughly the same people, sort of, who are on the album. And then we're going to sort of cut loose and play 4 more, older songs. So I'm totally psyched. If you come to a Paul Loomis show, you get me, right? And that's kind of fun, kind of cool, right? But tonight, right, you get me, you get my cousin Katie, Loomis-Adams, you get Mike Hickey, you get Safa Saracoglu, and Urie Kline is at this moment driving here at hopefully not 100 miles an hour, right? But so you're gonna get all 5 of us, right? And I'm oh my gosh! And Urie pops in timing is amazing, Urie. Here's a little song to keep us warm tonight. Here's a little song to keep us company by lamplight. It's not too loud, it's not too long. But here's a little song. Here's a little song to keep us safe today. Here's a little song to keep the predators at bay. It might not be anything that would make you sing along, but here's a little song. Here's a little, just a little, just a little. Here's a little, here's a little, just a little, just a little. Here's a little song. gentle with the snowmen on the lawn. But by afternoon we know that they'll be gone. So here's a little song. Here's a little, just a little, just a little. Here's a little, here's a little, just a little, just a little. Here's a little song. Thanks, Urie. Are you like, you ready to roll? Don't worry, it's still the intro. I'm averaging like 4.5 minutes per intro. So I'll tell you a minute about this. So this song is called Moogly. It's recorded with this band called the Superlatives. They are really good. Unfortunately, one of them moved to Arizona, like between the time that we recorded this and this show. Right, fortunately for him, right? Maybe unfortunately for us. But Kurt Smith, who plays on the album, not here tonight. John Sweeney, who plays amazing blues harmonica on this song. Basically, you should buy this album, basically for John Sweeney's blues harmonica on this one song. John has a gig with his band up in Williamsport tonight, right? So John's not here. So Mike, who plays this amazing guitar bit, is playing the bass tonight. Urie is in that band and playing with us tonight, right? And so this is different than what you hear on the album, right? Because that's good too, because that would be boring, right? Why buy the album if you've already heard exactly what it was? Right, and the feedback. And Safa Saracoglu, who plays on lots of this, but not specifically this song, is gonna play on this song, right? So this group of 4 people has never, ever, ever played together, I think. Never, ever. No say, no say, no say, donde voy. No say, no say, no say, donde estoy. No sé ni sé, no sé quién soy. Gonna move to the Moogly, groove to the Moogly, oh, hold a low. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it low. Drove my Winnebago all the way to Chicago, and I drove all night. Just couldn't reach that warm light. I hope this song compels you to get up and dance. I hope this song also compels you to go to the secondhand store and pick out a pair of comfortable pants. I bought this pair in France. They were a present from my aunts. I made them out of plants. They make me wanna dance. Gonna move to the Groogly, groove to the Moogly, oh how to low. I drove my Winnebago all the way to Chicago, and I drove all night. Just couldn't reach that warm light. No say, no say, no say, no say, no say. Move to the Moogly, groove to the Moogly, oh how to low. Oh diddle do diddle do dee oh do dee oh low. Oh diddle do diddle do dee oh dee oh low. One more. All right, if we talk about, like, I don't know, really specific firsts, right? I hadn't really even thought of myself as first math professor at BU with 4 albums. I feel like it's a heavy load to bear, I think. Also, I feel like maybe first author of a song that involves both yodeling, Spanish, and references to the secondhand store. This is basically, I think, my niche in the world, right? If you have, like, people who do this, there are probably a whole lot of people better than me, but people who do this and also this, there may be fewer people that are better than me, but people that do this and this third thing, well, there's probably still a few, right? But there's got to be a fourth thing, right?
That's mighty mathematics.
Yeah, really.
It's the Venn diagram, right? There's a Venn diagram here, yes. So this is a love song to the city of La Paz in Bolivia, highest capital city in the world. But in La Paz, La Paz is this huge canyon, right? It's like being in the world's biggest football stadium at night. It's like lit up across there. It's amazing. And there's only 1 or 2 roads down in there. And so the way they built these cable cars, they're like the public transportation. They hardly cost anything, but they're like the most amazing ride you can imagine, right? If you've been to Knoebels, you know the little thing that goes up there. This is like 40 times cooler than that, and it costs about 1/10 as much. So that's what the teleférico is. There's all kinds of Spanish words in here, and there's all kinds of words that even if you speak Spanish, you won't know what they are because they're place names in La Paz. If you're in Sopocachi and you don't know where to go, if the news from your homeland has gotten you low, just take a short walk and take 3 Bolivianos. It's only about 43 cents. You can ride the teleférico. Oh, I don't care just where we go. Oh, let's ride the teleférico, porque es muy, muy atmosférico. You can take the Amarillo up to El Alto, cada jueves y domingo. There's a giant mercado. mercado, where you can buy anything in the world if it's not imaginary. Oh, let's ride the teleferico here on the roof of South America. Oh, I don't care just where we go. When you're done at the mercado, 16 de Julio, walk to the plaza and come down on the road. Look for the smashed cars in the canyon and the great big cemetery. Oh, let's ride the teleferico here on the roof of South America. Oh, I don't care just where we go. You're in Sopocachi, you don't know where to go. If the news from your homeland has gotten you low, just take a short walk, take 3 Bolivianos. It's only about 43 cents. You can ride the teleferico. Oh, I don't care just where we go. Oh, let's ride the teleferico, porque es muy, muy atmosférico. Sing a little?
Yeah.
All right. I see a lot of familiar faces out there tonight. I think some of you folks have been to my shows before. I get this feeling. I'm so delighted you're all here. It's Oh, Peggy Day, there's no rules to the games that you play. There's no number on the house where you stay. But I'm in love with the things that you say. Oh, Peggy Day, there's no crawfish in your crawfish etouffee. There's no eggplant in your eggplant flambe. but I'm in love with the things that you made. Because I can't tell you all of the news about, I can't tell you I am confused about, I can't tell you I am enthused about everything that's happening today. Oh, Peggy Day, you spent a semester in the suburbs of Marseille. I was left here all bereft here every day. I counted down the days you were away. Oh, Peggy Day, we took a walk along the Champs-Élysées, and you told me you were deeply into macrame. We said, laissez les bon temps brûler. Because I can't tell you all of the news about, I can't tell you I am confused about, I can't tell you I am enthused about everything that's happening today. Oh, Peggy Day, there's no dialogue in your surrealist play. There's no muffler on your beat-up Chevrolet. But I'm in love with the things that you say. Oh, Peggy Day, there's no bubbles in your homemade Chardonnay. There's no eggplant in your crawfish étouffée. But I'm in love with the things that you made. Here's where the horns come in. They go ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dee-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dee-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dee-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-da. The horns keep going. They go. Bum, 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 be-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-la-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-da. They get quiet, they go ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-lee-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-lee-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-lee-da-da-dum, ba-da-la-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-da. They go bum, 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 be-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-la-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-da, dee-dee-dum. What that song is really about is my realization that if you know like 7 French words, you can like just keep rhyming them with each other and everything else, right? That's... You want to give us a count and start singing? Yep. Wait for that storm to pass.
Yeah, okay.
We good to go? All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Come on, kids, it's 12 o'clock, it's time for lunch, let's clean up the shop. Get that dust in the pan, don't sweep too close to the fan. 'Cause every time Grandpa fixes the car, he takes the leftover pieces and he puts them in the mason jar. the mason jar, the mason jar. There's jars of brackets and bolts. This one is the Chevy, that one is the old Dodge Colt. When we ride with Grandpa around the town, pay no attention to the rattling sounds. 'Cause all those leftover bits of the car, we don't know where they go, but we know where they are. Don't know where they go, but we know they're in the mason jar. Yeah, jar, pieces of the car. Don't know where they go, but we know where they are. Jar, pieces of the car. Don't know where they go, but we know they're in the mason. Jar, pieces of the car. Don't know where they go, but we know where they are. Jar, pieces of the car. Don't know where they go, but we know they're in the mason. Yeah, every time Grandpa fixes the car, he takes the leftover pieces and he puts them in a mason jar. The mason jar. The mason jar. Let's see, we need Safa again. Yeah. Super stretchy. Awesome. It's super stretchy. Okay, so the thing that's missing on this one, because I'm just one person, right, is there's a xylophone. This is the teaching xylophone that my brother's college roommate gave to me in about 1995, right? And so this little xylophone, right, it's the kind that you can like take out the individual keys and like give to the kids in the class, right? And it makes an appearance on every single Paul Loomis album. It was living with friends in Vermont, and I had to recall it to get it on this album, right? But so that's what you have to imagine, right? You can each imagine your own individual xylophone part. It's not a very complicated part, right? But that's the interactive part of the evening, right? Imagining it silently in your head. If I had super stretchy arms, then I would pick a whole lot more berries. If I had super stretchy arms, then I would pick just as much as I would carry. Well, I'd I'd stretch my arms out to the limits. Well, I'd hold out my bucket and I'd put berries in it with my super stretchy arms. Stretchy, 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 stretchy. Super stretchy arms, a whole lot more berries. Super stretchy arms, I mean just as much as I could carry. Well, when you mess with the bull, sometimes you get the horns. Well, and when you pick berries, sometimes you get the thorns. But with my stretchy arms, I'd reach right over. Well, I'm telling you, I'd be in clover, and by clover, I mean berries. I mean, I'd pick just about as much as I could carry. I'd give those berries away to my friends just so I could go berry picking again with my super stretchy arms. Stretchy, 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 stretchy. So part of that song is a result of a conversation with John Sweeney, who again is like a way better harmonica player than me. Conversation about just how short a break, harmonica break in between the lyric break is like allowed to be, right? And so what I want to do, when the fifth album comes out, right, you're gonna get the lyrics and the harmonica that's just like one syllable. That's what I'm shooting toward, is the one syllable lyric harmonica break. And you can tell I got a ways to go, right? Yeah, but, okay, but I thank you for being here for part of the learning process. All right. That was a pandemic era song, right? Not obviously so, but this one is kind of obviously so a pandemic song. It's called "On the Internet There's No Smell." It's one of the facts of our, like one of the true deep truths of our times, right? That I mean this in all sorts of different ways, right? Both obviously, but also in a much deeper level, right? There's no smell. You can think about that, right? For this whole song, it's like 19 minutes long, right? So it gives you plenty of time to ponder it. In my online office hours, if I haven't had a shower, you can't tell, 'cause on the internet there's no smell. On the internet, on the internet, on the internet, there's no. On the internet, on the internet, on the internet, there's no. If I eat a batch of lentils, make a sound that's accidental, you might tell, and you'll be grateful. On the internet there's no smell. On the internet, on the internet, on the internet, there's no. Stench of death in my garlic coffee breath. Well, there's no way that I can harm you, 'cause on the internet there's no smell. On the internet, on the internet, on the internet, there's no. On the internet, on the internet, on the internet, there's no. I'll tell you that, like, I play at farmers markets a lot, right? And I play coffee shops sometimes, and a lot of times I play solo. That song is totally boring when I play it solo, right? I'm just sitting there going, jung, gugga, jung, jung, jugga, jung, jugga, jung, right? I'm hearing all this other stuff in my head. I'm like, I wish, right, everybody else could, right? So. Let's see. I think we're going to blow right through the intermission and just keep playing. I'll tell you. So here's, I think, right? We're just going to. All right, there it was. That was the intermission right there, right? We didn't blow through it. We just, but we got a few quiet ones. So I'll tell you. This song is our little quiet section, right? This album has 10 songs, just 10 songs on it. We are through 7 of them. Capo, right? Capo, right? So we got 3 more songs. They're all kind of restrained, quiet songs, right? So this is like a good, like, going to sleep album. It kind of lulls you at the end. Hopefully you don't fall asleep to like exactly the last note of the last song, right? That's the idea. But I guess there's probably a market in albums that just plain put people to sleep as well. I got a yellow Frisbee with your name on it. Your bar mitzvah 1983. I think of you every time I catch it. Oh, but do you remember me? How do you remember me? I got a backpack that comes from Guatemala. You left it with me when you moved away. I think of you and I put it on each morning, and I wonder, how are you today? So how are you today? I got a picture of us, it was taken at Niagara Falls. It's black and white and with that ancient car. I think of you and I see it up there on the wall, and I wonder how you are. Yes, I wonder how you are. I got a couple of books by Vladimir Nabokov. They got left here when we split in two. I think of you and I see them over there on the shelf. Oh, and I remember you. It's just that I remember you. I'm not saying I wished anything had turned out different. Honey, please don't misconstrue. I don't feel the need to look you up on the internet. It's just that I remember you. Oh, I remember you. Thanks. Let's see, Safa, I need you this one. Yeah. This song is a sequel to another song. Song off my, I think, first album called Anna's Canon in B flat, right? Tale of a family road trip, summer of 2002. This is a tale of another family road trip, I think in winter of 2000, maybe 15. It's late, late at the Super 8, the distant one of the interstate outside. But here it's empty, only the wife and the baby and the desk clerk and me. There's continental breakfast by the Christmas tree, weather alerts on the TV, headed to the land where I was born. Gotta get there by Christmas morn, and we will get there when we get there. We will get there when we do. It's years later and we're doing it again. The baby is 13, the younger one's almost 10. It's Indiana and Tennessee, lots of friends and family. We told them all, if you give us gifts, be sure they're small. We're in a Honda Fit, we got sleeping bags and a soccer ball. Suitcases make the dividing wall, and we will get there when we get there. We will get there when we do. Crazy Eddie fireworks is totally huge. There's Hillbilly Willie's barbecue. Ruby Falls sounds kinda pretty. Most of all, we gotta see Rock City. Hours on, still doing fine. There's a rest stop by the state line, Virginia. It goes and goes, we're half awake. We're miles from home, but we will get there when we get there. We will get there when we do. Taking the exit to 901, almost home. We're almost done, we got gas in the tank and air in the tires. Centralia, it's still on fire, and all is right with the world. A sleeping boy and a sleeping girl. Down through the valley and over the ridge, through Catawissa and over the bridge. Take a left and through the park on Market Street. It's never quite dark, and we will get there when we get there. We will get there when we do. We will get there when we get there. We will get there when we do. So I'm always like trying to figure out, I want to give the sense of like a really long car trip, right? So I'm like, how long should we make the violin solos in between the verses to give you that, right, sense of the really long car trip? That long? All right, next time. Was I close? Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. One more pandemic song. This is the last song on the album. So this is the last song on the album, and then we're gonna we're gonna play 4 more off the last album. Like that's sort of the rollicking big end. Because we want to send you out into the night going like, oh my gosh, that was just like, rather than send you out going, oh, that was very nice. Like, am I just like, okay. Another pandemic song. Good morning, chickens. How do you do? Did you come by to say hello? How generous of you. I see you out here every morning pecking for your food. Ah! Hey ho, don't you know I'm a social bird too? Hey ho, don't you know I'm a social bird too? Good night, chickens. There goes the sun. Good night, chickens. That means the day is done. I'll be sure to close your house up, so safe and tight, so there won't be any visits from the fox tonight. So good night, chickens. Chickens, sleep tight. Good night, chickens. Chickens, good night. Thank you. All right, so now we're into this is like the bonus section, right? So really, can I tell you a little story? Thank you. So once upon a time, like 50 years ago, this girlfriend of mine got this like free trip or like really cheap trip to the Bahamas, right? And the catch was that when you came back from the Bahamas, you had to like listen to this really long infomercial where they tried to sell you a timeshare, right? You guys don't know this story? Okay, well, that's how it goes, right? It goes like that. So they do that, right? They like make you all happy and stuff like that, and then you have to come and listen to this like really long thing where they try to tell you a timeshare, right? This was sort of all of that stuff wrapped into one, right? Hopefully, you enjoyed like the trip to the Bahamas, right? That's what we just did, right? And then this sort of right here is the part where I tried to sell you the timeshare, right? But also, it was the trip to the Bahamas that made you think the timeshare was really cool, right? Right? So that's what all that was. It was just like a big 45-minute infomercial for the CD, which is for sale at the back of the room, right? For only $10. And it's got these amazing photos, like the front and back covers, taken by Oren Helbok, who was the person who introduced me, right? So Oren is like super helpful in lots of different ways. And so, you know, if you feel so compelled or like on your way out tonight, you know, like there's like a little donation box for the exchange, which hosted this thing for us, and there's like, you know, the little merch table where you can buy CDs back there. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, excellent. And there's like, my cousin Heidi brought like bread and cheese, right? And that's not just for me, that's for you guys too, right? So that's like to share at the end. And I hope after we do these 4 songs, right, you'll hang out for a while and we can all like talk and hang out a little bit. But I don't have to give you the end of the show thing yet because I still got 4 songs to go, right? All right, still got 4 songs. Okay, we're gonna do these. This one's from my mom, who still washes her clothes with a wringer washer with 4 legs, like the kind that you could get in the Sears catalog in 1948. That one, the one that goes, right, and you have to run it through the wringer and all that kind of stuff. When I was a kid in the black and white times, with Daddy'd take a picture and he'd hang it on the line, put it in the water and develop in brine. A couple minutes later he could take it down fine. Said line, hang it on the line, hang it on the line. Now my clothes are dirty, but I don't mind. I put them in the wringer and I hang them on the line. Put them in the breezy and the bright sunshine. A couple hours later I could take them down fine. Said line, hang it on the line, hang it on the line. We don't have a dryer, but we don't mind. We put it through the wringer and we hang it on the line. Put it in the breezy and the bright sunshine. Even if it's freezing, we can take it down fine. Said line, hang it on the line, hang it on the line. When I was a kid in the black and white times, when Daddy'd take a picture and he'd hang it on the line, put it in the water and develop in brine. A couple minutes later he could take it down fine. Said line, hang it on the line, hang it on the line. One more round. I should say that's for my mom. It's for my dad too, right? Who used to like hang the, right, do the pictures in the little, you know, in the red light in the basement, right? And all that stuff. You have to be a certain age to remember that, but. All right, let's see. We're gonna do, we'll do Susquehanna next. I'm changing up a little bit. This is, my last album was called World Famous in Bloomsburg, right? Which is kind of a joke, right? But. This is it's sort of like the most famous song, I think, right? Because I played it, I played it at BTE on the stage, right? And that launched me, I think, into my, like fame in Bloomsburg, right? That's, I mean, I know you're like, I'm in the same room with this guy. Wow, this is amazing. So this is a song. This song was also. It's from 2011. It's a flood song, right? It's also a history lesson, like it's like 5,000 years of history, right? So it's okay that it's like 45 minutes long because you get like 3 credits for this song. If you sit through this whole song, it's like 3 credits. Except there's a quiz at the end, right? Well, the river brought the people here. 10,000 years ago, down by the point where the Fishing Creek and the Susquehanna flow. When the river rose, they'd move their camps on up to higher ground. But the river gave the bottomlands the finest soil around. Well, the settlers used the river like a highway to the woods, for fishing and for washing and for shipping all their goods. The natives said the river flooded every 14 years, but they built their towns and mills and covered bridges without fear. The 14 years came round and then those muddy waves came lapping once again. Yeah, it's that river. Here it comes again. It makes me shiver. Here it comes again. Well, the valley's broad, the soil is rich, and the fishing's good, but just one hitch, and that one hitch is every now and then. Those muddy waves come lapping once again. Yeah, here it comes again. Well, the settlers cut the timber down, and they floated it to port. They quickly learned the river wouldn't ship from south to north. One year they got a steamboat all the way to Nescapec, blew a boiler in the shallows, and everything was wrecked. Oh, but as they saw that boiler getting hotter, somebody was saying, too much rocks, not enough water, and it's that river. Here it comes again. It makes me shiver. Here it comes again. Well, the valley is broad, the soil is rich, and the fishing's good, but just one hitch, and that one hitches every now and then. We're paddling down Market Street again. Yeah, here it comes again. There's flooding in the winter when the ice chokes up the flow. Flooding in the springtime with the melting of the snow. Flooding in the summer when there's days of heavy rains. And in the fall we take a break and we start it all again. Oh, but if you think the fall is safe, get ready for the fix. Let me tell you about the pumpkin flood of 1786. Yeah, that October the river came to steal all the pumpkins right out of the fields, like cannonballs that never sank, from top to bottom, bank to bank. And we all know what cannonballs can do with volume and velocity. Well, pumpkins can too. 300 years later, the Susquehanna rolls on. We build walls and dams and levees, but the danger's never gone. No matter how hard you could work to try to get control, it's a simple fact that water has gotta have some place to go. So if living close to water is what you want to do, Don't be surprised when water wants to be closer to you. Yeah, it's that river. Here it comes again. It makes me shiver. Here it comes again. But the valley's broad, the soil is rich, the fishing's good, just one hitch, and that one hitches every now and then. We're pressure washing Town Park again. Yeah, here it comes again. Thank you. All right, let's see. We're gonna do Chimpanzees. Anybody need a bathroom or anything? Are we?
No, good.
Okay, we're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in G. I thought you weren't serious, because they're all in G, right? No, this is that other song, right? Right. Here's the problem, right? I wrote the song Teleferico, right, which you heard like half an hour ago, right? It goes G and then it goes B minor, right? Then it does this E minor and then it does this little C thing, right? Which is not exactly what Chimpanzees does, right? How's Chip? And they're both in 3/4, right? Who wrote this? This is. There's it. There it goes. There it goes. It's the D, right? We were running through trees, running from chimpanzees. When you said to me, could you pass me some cheeses? See, totally different song. I said, search your memories and remember the chimpanzees. We got no time for luxuries like me cutting cheeses. Because these chimpanzees, they go downhill on skis. They travel in threes and they carry diseases. Whoa, chimpanzees, chimpanzees, my dear friend Louise, who is half Portuguese, she says, your dungarees have a hole in the kneeses. I said, honey, don't tease, this is no life of ease. We're on the high seas in a boat full of magnesium. And there's a zoo in Belize where they charge extra fees to see the chimpanzees, and so nobody sees them. Whoa, chimpanzees, chimpanzees, we were running through France. We were wearing tight pants. You said to my aunts, please don't dance on the plances. Because this kind of dance puts you into a trance. You might step on the plants. Let's not take any chances. Whoa, chimpanzees, zees. awesome, she says. Surprise ending. All right, this is the part where I say, oh good, say good, oh good, Safa's over there. This is the part where I say, oh good, Safa. So I say, thank you so much for coming, right? You've been really kind. It's like, I feel like you're all family to me. It's
Only about a third.
right. So you guys know about there's the big gap in the middle, right? Right. You know that's coming. Okay. Right.
Your math skills are questionable.
Right. We'll see. All right. So this is the last one for tonight. This is also another one off World Famous in Bloomsburg. It's called Science Fair. The whole goal of this song was to write a theme song for something that clearly didn't have a theme song, right? You go to the science fair and you're like, man, wouldn't it be great if this had a theme song, right? That was playing in the gym. So I wrote that 8 years ago, right? And I still haven't heard it at the science fairs playing in the gym, right? Do you want to know all there is to know about black bread mold? Do you want to see a miniature exploding a volcano? Come on down to the cafeteria. I got something I really want to show you. I know that you're gonna think it's cool. Science fair, take me to science fair. Science fair, take me to science fair. Do you want to see a rubbery egg soaked in vinegar? Or a paper mache globe to show you where the continents were? See the rabbit that never finds the lever? See the magnets that won't get pushed together? I'm talking about the 19th wonder of the world. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. Science fair. Take me to science fair. Science fair. Take me to science fair. Do you want to know all there is to know about black bread mold? Do you want to see it coming from a miniature exploding volcano? There's rabbits attached to magnets. They never find a lever. It's all at the science fair. Two, three, four. Do you want to know all there is to know about black bread mold? right, this is really it. Science fair. Take me to the science fair. Yeah, science fair. Thank you so much. Right, so yeah, I need to thank Urie, Kline. I need to thank Safa, Saracoglu. I need to thank Katie Adams, Loomis-Adams. I almost forgot the Loomis, right? I need to thank Mike Hickey. It would have been way less fun without them, and it would have been really totally weird without you guys all here. So, thank you all so much for coming, and stick around, right? Eat some cheese. Have a good night. The Mason jar.